President Trump is a crime victim. You see it in Fulton County. You see it up here in Washington, D.C. You see it up in New York.
So the criminal charges of election interference in Georgia are one of the many legal battles Trump is fighting right now. But his attorneys are calling for the case to be dismissed in Georgia and for Fulton County D.A. Fani Willis to be disqualified amid allegations of an inappropriate relationship with one of her 3 prosecutors.
Trump's attorney argues that the alleged relationship between Fulton County DA Fani Willis and Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade is grounds to dismiss the indictment completely and disqualify both of them.
Here's what she said about it recently.
First thing they say, oh, she gonna play the race card now. But no, God, isn't it them who's playing the race card when they only question one?
You know, he's also the only one with whom she's alleged to be having an affair. And so
could these allegations compromise the case against him? Is stepping down the best move here?
This is a huge political win for him, is it not? I mean, it is terrible optics. This is a dream come true.
I don't think the allegations are going to compromise the case against him.
Against Trump.
He's clearly a criminal in my view.
I left my daughter when she was 14 months old in the back of our car.
He's clearly a criminal in my view.
I left my daughter when she was 14 months old in the back of our car, and it was a hot July day.
Stupid, worthless.
My husband left her in the car. I left her in the car.
No good goddamn freeloading son of a bitch.
I'm still ashamed about it. I'm embarrassed. I'm horrified.
You forgot ugly, lazy.
I can see how someone could do this.
He's clearly a criminal in my view.
Well, shut up, bitch! Go fix me a turkey pot pie.
Why does Trump keep saying she should resign?
Well, I think the issue is that there is an appearance of impropriety.
No shit.
If you are sleeping as the district attorney, if you are, allegedly.
She doesn't admit to that.
She's not admitting to that. This is probably one of the strongest cases against Trump, and she asked 2 other much more qualified lawyers to take it on, and they did not want to. I would not want to take this job on. You know what it's like to cross Trump. You get death threats. Your family gets death threats.
Nice.
What lawyer wants to do that? She went actually to a lawyer that I know who's a former federal prosecutor. His name is Gabe, what's his last name? Gabe Banks. He's turned it down. She went to Roy Barnes, who was the former governor of Georgia, one of the state's premier lawyers, who I also know. He turned it down. And then she settled on this other guy.
he's also the only one with whom she's alleged to be having an affair. And
he doesn't have that much experience prosecuting RICO cases and prosecuting this kind of case.
This special prosecutor, who arguably shouldn't have been appointed to begin with for a variety of reasons, he wasn't lawfully appointed and he wasn't experienced, and he was appointed for corrupt reasons. He was up here in Washington, D.C.
At a minimum, this is going to delay the case, and it very likely will till after Election Day. The Trump folks, they do have the right to try to use every delay tactic in the book, and I just personally am pissed off about this. This is the case of her lifetime. It's a sweeping RICO case. It's a tough one. I think she actually has what she needs to prove this case.
It's corruption on top of corruption.
One of my best friends, Cassidy Hutchinson, spent months in Atlanta protected by U.S. Marshals to testify for this case.
She's a brave
and
girl.
now it may all fall apart because these allegations of
Sunny,
impropriety.
it's not going to fall apart.
No, but allegations of
Sunny, it's not
impropriety.
going to fall apart.
I left my daughter in the back of our car.
So if you're saying they asked two really qualified, then one who's never taken on this level, and it might be the career for a lifetime, keep asking because there's more there.
I'm pissed off too because when you are, I'm very pissed off too because when you are a woman of color in such a high-profile position, you know that the scrutiny that's going to befall you is greater than on anybody else. And she needed to have kept her house clean.
I will say there are still allegations, but I feel that way.
You have a legal note, Sunny.
Real quickly, if someone was making a false accusation, you come out and say, this is wrong, you guys, you don't understand.
There's a big paper
that's
trail
delaying a big part of this. Until they reassign this case, she has a stop on it, and she knows better.
This is the Trump playbook. Postpone everything. Postpone the border. Postpone the economy. Postpone everything. And postpone this case. He figures, oh, maybe I'll be in office and I won't have to go to jail. That is his whole MO.
You're mentally retarded.
So was this all orchestrated in part by the Biden White House and the Biden administration? Oh, you can bet. You can bet.